Und wir sind zurück mit Aviary Attorney. Do I
Hallo.
remember the July Revolution? Juli, rememberst du
Ich
die?
glaube, ich glaube, das bin sogar echt ich. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder.
Das ist die angeschwonnene Revolution vom Ende von Case 2, ne? Die, der Schwan hat uns ja gesagt, also wenn ich du wäre, würde ich ja auch verschwinden aus Paris.
Nee, ich glaube, es geht um die Juli-Revolution.
Also ich dachte, das ist jetzt Narrator aus der Zukunft.
Nee,
Ah stimmt, Moment mal, wir sind ja im Januar.
ja. The Three Glorious Days.
Das ist übrigens jetzt der Beginn der zweiten Aufnahmesession und ich habe unheimlich Bock auf Fall 3.
Ja, ich auch.
The Sleeping City. Was ist die schlafende Stadt? Ich kenne nur so Begriffe wie die Stadt, die niemals schläft. Was glaube ich New York ist?
Ich meine auch. Oder Boston.
Ah, kann auch sein. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I just have to wait here and walk around doing nothing for the next 8 tech boxes. Like this. I swear, if I find that moping bird's brain at Le Canarjois. Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon.
Morning Spare.
No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones?
It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
No way. We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk.
Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial.
Something on your mind?
Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said about the revolution.
That guy was office rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French Revolution, we would never get any work done at all, am I right? Viva la Revolution!
Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss.
Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything.
That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors.
Alright. Warte, mache ich jetzt wieder. Ja. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards. Oh.
Inspector Waldetti!
Oh, that's it? How dares.
A proposal from the inspector? Interesting.
Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind?
Not a clue.
So, are we going to meet him and find out?
We may as well.
We may as well.
I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat.
Alright, no dilly-dallying, I like it. Oh, but before I forget, need to drop by the hospital at some point.
What did you eat this time?
Poison chocolate. No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. Need to pay for the bill from my last visit.
Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take a priority, I think. What? Okay.
Guter erster Tag.
Ja, dann gehen wir mal zur Bastille, wa?
Ja, ich werde einmal kurz pausieren. Ich muss gucken mit meinem Mikro. Das sind so Ausschläge, von denen ich nicht weiß, was damit los ist. Gut, da scheint nichts gewesen zu sein. Also gehen wir jetzt zum Place de la Bastille. Denn zum Krankenhaus können wir auch nicht, selbst wenn wir nicht sagen würden, dass der die Priorität ist. Brrr. Ich glaube nicht, dass das so rüberkommen sollte, aber brrr. It's far too cold to be meeting on the rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location?
Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime.
Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds?
It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well, well, well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector.
What could he want with all three of us? I mean, two of you.
It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck.
A big investigative role? Sounds juicy.
Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? No, what? He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills.
Was Quacks?
Nein, Quarks. So he escaped justice. For now. But don't fret, nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever.
Sad people who die before being tried.
Yeah. Speaking of which. Ah, good, you're all here.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch, du sprichst jetzt 3 Charaktere, die die ganze Zeit reden werden.
Ja.
Excuse me, Monsieur Mr. Inspector Volerti, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison?
Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. You impudent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh great, now you set him off. We were given the order to charge at the rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets.
Ah, jetzt redet er wie der Elefant. Erstmal eine halbe Stunde lang über ein Thema reden, das niemand interessiert.
Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Dravidian killer himself.
Ach stimmt ja, der Vetania-Killer.
Yeah. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we are here. Oh, right, of course. Why were we here? What I am about to tell you is remained strictly confidential, you understand? It's a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group.
Hipsters!
Mach mal bitte Hipsters.
Oh, ich will Revolutionaries, aber Hipsters ist schon zu gut.
Hipsters.
It's true. The other day I was called a pub-loving pleb for enjoying Chopin.
Now it's not the time for choking you two. The inspector's obviously talking about the growing rumors of an uprising. Correct, a rebellion is coming. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris.
That's what I said. Hipsters.
We, we, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there, if you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will just get even angrier. Indeed, and that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant, who is only referred to as the Croque Monsieur.
Like the sandwich?
What?
The croque monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel. Throw on some peppers if it's Friday night.
This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque Monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking? Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance.
Back up.
That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico, but what about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you are asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Well, hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks.
Literally.
Yeah. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produce with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care.
I don't.
Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline, it doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. But by my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. So what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office, twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation? Ich würde sagen, wir sagen einfach mal ja.
Ich würde auch ja sagen. Aber ich würde gerne fragen, ob wir bezahlt werden.
Yeah. I would be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board. Excellent, just what I wanted to hear.
Since when do you speak for me?
I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ. There's nothing wrong with a little national pride.
Siehst du, genau das meine ich. Alle Länder. National Pride gibt es überall. Yeah, pride is fine and all, but do we get any compensation for this? Ich sag, Sparrows is my spirit animal.
Of course, here's 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon the completion of your work.
We shall take this. 50 francs? We're being undersold.
Yes, person, this is a great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive croc, monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your 2 tasks. I will check up on the progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ. So I suppose this is a competition of sorts.
Weil das bringt immer so viel, wenn Leute nicht zusammenarbeiten.
Yeah. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. I have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson, we have a croc monster to hunt.
Okay, let's go.
I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the croc monster too. Not so fast, Cocorico. There's something else we need to discuss.
Ooh, mysterious.
Oh Gott. Alter.
Okay. Pont de Art, La Salpêtrière, Palais de Louvre, Palais de Juice.
Ich würde ja sagen, wir gehen jetzt erst zum Krankenhaus, weil wir dort gehen wollten.
Ich würde sagen, wir gehen zuerst zu Le Hall, weil da gibt es nichts.
Können wir auch machen. Ich würde aber erst danach zum Krankenhaus gehen.
Here for some shopping, are we? Or is it interview time? I guess this is a good place to ask about rebel uprising as anywhere else.
Actually, I was thinking of Mademoiselle Sun. I know she's not here now, but the area just reminds me of her.
Oh, the flower seller. Think she moved away, Fagan. Didn't she say she was visiting her parents in Vienna?
Yeah, right. Let's move. We have a lot to do.
Okay, das Krankenhaus. War das Krankenhaus Salpêtrière?
Ja. Das steht doch auch noch in der Beschreibung.
Ja. Tatsächlich steht das da. Renowned for its progressive attitude towards medical care. Mit Riesenspritzen.
Jerry Sparrowson, go ahead, say what you need to say.
Oh, das wollte ich nicht. Excuse me, Dr. Farrett.
I just wanted...
Nee, das bin immer ich.
Ah.
I just wanted to thank you for, giving me an antidote and making me well and stuff.
It's no trouble at all, Sparrowson, wasn't it? Of course there's a small matter of debt.
Right.
Let's see, 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. The total comes to 500 francs.
Fucking? Can I get an advance on this month's pay? And next month's? And maybe the month after's?
Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He will show you allowed to pay you in installments. Of course, of course.
Oh, thank goodness. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century. Erneut, 1848.
62 Jahren, also. Hey, your pay isn't that bad. No, there's no need for crippling. I have a suggestion. Your messieurs are lawyers? Yes, if you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock the bill down a little.
Aber wenn wir die Bill nicht bezahlen müssen oder weniger, dann ist es keine Pro Bono Work mehr.
I guess.
Wobei, vielleicht ist das dann irgendein Legal Stuff und Pro Bono und vielleicht irgendwas mit Versteuern oder so.
Maybe to say 100 francs.
Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind?
That collection.
Äh,
Sounds time consuming.
ja,
No, sorry, Doctor, but we don't have time to be playing hired muscle shenanigans. We're actually in the middle of a very important investigation.
Again, please. I don't want to spend my whole life paying the price for eating a bad chocolate wrapper. Let's hear the good doctor out.
Alright. There's a man I treated for a small injury a couple of years ago. He's been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since.
So, nur einer. Ja, dann ist okay.
I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate it if you would pay him a visit and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings. Well, I'm not making any promises, but we can maybe swing by the inventor's house if we have 3 minutes.
Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. We will dedicate every walking moment to collecting this debt.
Wait, I didn't agree to that.
Every waking moment.
Ja, gut. Und Inventor? Haben wir irgendeinen Erfinder, den wir... wir können zum Atelier de
Atelier
Trou
de
gehen.
Trouve. Workshop auf Gustav Trouve, Eccentric Engineer and Inventor. Da würde ich aber vielleicht... wobei... Ich bin
Ich
am Überlegen,
mein-
ob wir woanders vielleicht ein Druckmittel für den kriegen, das jetzt vielleicht eher Zeitverschwendung ist.
Kann gut sein. Wollen wir vielleicht erstmal zu R&M Associates
Ja, da
gehen,
wäre ich
oder?
auch als erstes hingegangen.
Ja, dann go.
Oh, wait, das bin ja ich, das ist ja Juan.
Ja. Diesmal hast du 3 Charaktere.
Well, this is the most unsuspected. Senor Falcon, Senor Sparrison, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guests some tea? Of course, Monsieur Wolf, of course. Monsieur, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe? Ich bin für
Coffee?
Darjeeling.
Okay. Would be divine. Actually, some Darjeeling would be divine. Thank you, Mousy.
Sure, Darjeeling sounds good to me too. Okay, 1 pot of Darjeeling coming right up. Let's get down to business. What is it that you two came here for?
We just have a couple of questions. Have you heard of a rumor of an uprising? Monsieur Wolf, have you heard any rumors of an uprising?
Of course. These days, a man can walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution. Before the end of the winter.
But what can you tell us about the dissenters specifically? Do you know where they are meeting?
I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, senor. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went?
I see.
Perhaps I can assist you with something else?
Have you heard of Croc? Have you ever heard of a person called the Croc Monsieur?
And no, we're not talking about the sandwich, unfortunately. The croque senor? Are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal?
Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him?
No. Me? Personally? No, senor. I just know of his vile reputation.
I see. Then do you have any idea how we can find him?
Meeting the crook senor face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody after all. I know! I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days and I will tell you where and when you can find the crook monsieur, senor.
That's an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Volpe.
Of course, there is a price.
A prize?
It is just a small fee. A mere 30 francs. Hey, we saved you the over that Prince Juan business. Is there any way to show your gratitude?
Monsieur Volpe, you must understand that this is no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of king and country.
Oh, you mean the king I tried to kill? I am sure your intentions are noble, Senor Falcon, but I'm running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I will guarantee I will find you the croque monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say?
We'll take it.
Ich würde es auch taken. Der scheint sehr nützlich. Aber
Here you
up
go,
front,
Monsieur.
ich weiß ja nicht.
Was?
Up front hätte ich ihm das jetzt nicht bezahlt. Ich hätte für eine Anzahlung gegeben. Very
gut.
good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Kroger Senor can be found. Rest assured that I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence.
I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Volpe.
It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? When
That's
will the
all.
tea be ready?
That's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Volpe.
As to you, senor. The tea's ready, Monsieur Volpe. It's ready. I'm afraid you're too slow, Mouthy. Oh, bother. Okay, in 3 Tagen,
Okay.
also am 30. oder am 31.
Wir können es am 30. probieren. Hey, da ist gerade was bei Les Cox.
Oh ja, ein Special Event.
What a view. You can see the July column so clearly from up here. Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You've news about the Cork Monster, or is this about the other matter? Here you go, as requested. The full register of those who entered Paris Law School, and the full list of graduates. Very good, let's take a look. Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for? Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize? Well, I see my own, class of 1837, and I see that moronic prosecutor Rupert Repington under the class of 1846. And there's J.J. Falcon's name under the class of 1832. Very good. Now take a look at the register page from 1929. See anything amiss? Well, I don't see JJ's name, but I'm not quite sure what that implies, Inspector. The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1929 and 1932.
18.
Right around the time of the revolution, July Revolution. And why would he do that? Why indeed? Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice. Birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he's a bird of prey. In his very nature, to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt, when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors. I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I've always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte. But never would I describe him as a person of malice. Time will tell. Do you need me for anything else, Inspector? Or shall I continue my investigation into the croc, monsieur? There's one more thing. Take this.
It's dangerous to go alone.
A pistol? No, thank you, Inspector. These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours. I'm well aware. I just find these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them. That's whatever says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide. Fine. I keep hold of it. Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you have been most helpful. I'm just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. Oh, es wird immer mysteriöser.
Okay, was
So,
haben
gehen wir
wir?
jetzt.
Louvre, Library.
Also ich würde behaupten, die Bibliothek ist vielleicht erstmal falsch. Und ich würde auch sagen, dass wir auch erstmal nicht ins Prison gehen sollten.
Wollen wir vielleicht dann zum Atelier, wenn wir sowieso in 3 Tagen zu R&M Associates können und wir da safe ein Lied kriegen,
Jo.
dass wir uns dann jetzt erstmal um die Nebenquest kümmern.
Falls es überhaupt ein Nebenquest ist. Mach du den.
Come in.
Are you Monsieur Gustave Trouve?
I am. And you are?
Lawyers, let's talk. Debt collectors, cough up, scumbag. We're lawyers, sent on behalf of Dr. Falred. We're here to collect the debt that you owe.
It's time to pay up, monsieur. Oh mon dieu. I completely forgot about that. Listen, I would be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? I know! A brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It's a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field.
I imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget.
No, trust me. This baby will easily be worth 10,000, no, 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it.
Alright, then hand the device over and I pass it along the doctor for it straight away.
Das gefällt mir nicht.
Mir auch nicht.
Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet. It's not finished? I know exactly what needs to be done, but I am missing some crucial parts. Belgian chocolate. Perhaps if you had some time to spare, you could help me out? Run out and collect what I need?
What? No, monsieur, that's absurd. If you have shopping to do, then do it yourself.
Fucking please help the man. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt.
Alright. No need to get all picky, panicky. We healed the man out, at least.
Great, I'll take notes.
What is it that you need, monsieur?
Let's see, I need a copper pot.
A pot? As in like a saucepan, or what on earth for?
It's a necessary component of my invention. I can use it to build a portable electric battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated.
Save me, your scientific mumbo jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire.
One copper pot.
Oh, the copper part is important. Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those.
I've seen copper kettles at the Allee market, although those things aren't too cheap. Can't help but feel that I saw a copper pot somewhere else. What else? String. High-grade string to bind some components of the device together.
Seems simple enough. I imagine the whole market would have that in abundance.
Can you really afford to blow a whole budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Warum sollen wir das für ihn auch noch bezahlen?
Das
No.
ist ein guter Punkt. Na
No.
gut, er hat ja auch das Geld nicht für die Debt.
Ja, aber er will die Debt ja mit der Erfindung bezahlen. Und wir sollen ja eigentlich nur Errands für ihn laufen. Ich hoffe, der bezahlt uns dafür.
Mal gucken.
Look, I have a loose thread on my jacket. Take it. The string must be higher quality than that, monsieur. I need something that's fishing line grade. Oh, I see.
Was there anything else you wanted, monsieur? Some books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries, perhaps?
No, that's everything. Alright, I've got it all written down.
I feel a little conned. We came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list.
We're going to follow through and get Monsieur Truff's items, right?
Well, we'll see. Na, gehen wir zu dem Markt? Weil wir haben mit hier...
Mein erster Gedanke wäre, dass wir zu der Bar gehen, weil so ein Copperpot, vielleicht haben die da einen.
Wir können ja gucken, ob es das gibt. Wenn nicht, dann resetten wir den Tag.
Le Canard Jour. No drinking! Bad Falcon!
Calm down, person. I'm just here for the information. Taverns are the first place to go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are perfect rebel breeding grounds.
Oh, that makes sense. It's you two. What will it be today? Wine or beer?
I'm afraid it's just a question for now, Madame Quanel.
We're looking for a man called the Kirk Monsieur. Have you seen him? No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all.
Okay, have you heard any of your patrons bad-mouthing the government?
Of course, there's a tavern on. If people couldn't come here to grope and talk politics, where else could they go?
That's true, but has anyone stood out?
Well, just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. Now, I'm not saying they are or they aren't the rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean.
I think I do. Thank you, Madame. Let's see, where to go. Die gehen wir nochmal in den Drinking Room. Kein Blackjack, Galva.
Aber Cash. And that's when the Mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going to keep him, though.
Yeah, you know that she hates being called Mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again.
Alright, you are. The Madame it is then. Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why do we have to call her Madame?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
No way! She would straight up eat me alive if I asked that directly.
Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like... eavesdroppers. Can I help you, messieurs? Das zweite würde ich direkt machen, oder?
Echt?
Ja, ich würde...
Na gut.
Monsieur, have you heard of a man called...
Falcon, wait! There's a slight chance that these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might be scared off.
Good point. I tried to keep it subtle. Where you get that rifle? Oh, Monsieur, I see you're carrying a rifle. Evidently. Who manufactured it? Ah, good question. See, most hunters around here are carrying old French Chevrolets, but this beauty is something special. See, it's American, from the Springfield Armory, model 1812. Percussion lock firing mechanism. An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure. It's true that you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people. Please go on. Well... Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but to meet the croque-monsieur... Actually, it would be foolish to explain for me in public. It would be much easier if you just take this. The Book of Judges? What is this? Some sort of law book? The book's subject is not important. Just take it. Oh, I see. The Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious. Nor am I. Then why are you...
Just take it, you idiot! Bible books are what we use to pass around the code phrases, don't we?
Code phrases? Pierre, please, I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with that big beak of yours.
Right you are.
Try to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire.
Is that a religious metaphor?
No, monsieur, I'm being very literal.
Nice.
Oh, the cool one says, well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Ah, I see. Well, I hear that there's an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man in the book, he will be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage.
Are you sure that this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me.
I assure you, I'm as secular as they come, monsieur. Friar at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'd make a note. Was there something else you wanted? Wollen wir es noch fragen?
Ich will's
Ja,
wissen,
können wir machen. What were you two just talking about before we rudely interrupted? Well, I would to include you in our conversation, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think that's any of your business.
Ich glaube, wir wollen noch nicht so aggressiv gehen, oder?
Ja, denke ich auch. I suppose it isn't our business. I apologize for asking, monsieur. Right, no harm done. That's all. Thank you for your assistance, messieurs.
It's nothing! Get out of here already!
You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just... do whatever you need to do with the croque-monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, monsieur. Dann gehen wir, oder? Oder gucken wir uns das erstmal an. Ja, gut.
Shopping List, Letter. Aber
Gut, dann...
wenn wir mehr Cash hätten...
Nein,
Ich will nur mal gucken, ob die vielleicht was erzählen.
das ist okay. Oh, big fellow has returned. Here to play some cards, bonsoir.
Absolutely.
I'm afraid I don't have time for that, bonsoir. I have some investigative work to take care of. Come on, still you have time for a quick game.
Oh,
No, thank
go
you.
on then.
No, thank you. Maybe later. I understand. See you around, bonsoir. Na, dann gehen wir mal, wa?
Kein Copperpot. Are you ready to hit the road?
Yep, let's go. Yep, let's make a move. So, gehen wir jetzt erst zur Dingens oder also zur Notre Dame oder wollen wir erst zu den Hallen gehen?
Ich will nicht zu den Hallen gehen. Das ist halt der Markt, wo alles teuer ist. Und am Ende haben wir dann kein Geld. Wenn wir alles von da holen. Wir müssen irgendetwas werden wir von woanders holen müssen.
Ich meine, kannst du dich noch an das Känguru erinnern?
Ja.
Ich meine, das kommt bei den Hallen. Ich meine, wir können jetzt zu den Hallen gehen und dann einfach, wenn das wirklich der Fall ist, einfach zurückskippen den Tag. Das erlaubt das Spiel ja. Und das ist auch darauf ausgelegt.
Oh, aber wir könnten auch... Ja, lass uns erstmal zu den Hallen.
Ja.
Wir wollen aber auf jeden Fall zu R&M Associates, bevor wir zum Notre Dame gehen.
Ja. Okay, so we need a copper pot and a piece of string. What options do we have?
I see Sage aspired a silverware store.
Too pricey, let's take it down a notch.
Okay, how about the place over there? Harry Hippopotamus Pottery and Haberdashery. That name just rolls off the tongue.
Still too pricey, we're buying for a mad scientist, not for the Queen of England.
What about that little stand? Ruse, odds and ends. Looks cheap, and I even see a copper kettle in the back. Ruse, like in kangaroo?
Now we're talking. Excuse me, madame.
Oh, wait, die hatte ich.
Yeah.
Wait, those two look familiar.
I recognize you. Weren't you two begging outside Chateau Crinier a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, that was us. Thank you for your generosity, monsieur. We put your money to good use, see? We started a business. At Drew's Odds and Ends, we sell everything.
I suppose the congratulations are in order. It's no small feat to pull yourself out of the streets in today's economy.
So, do we get a discount? A discount?
Well, we did help kickstart your little enterprise. I suppose we are investors of sorts.
Sorry, messieurs. No discount. You gave us donation out of the generosity of your hearts. Because you're such nice people. But maybe we can help you out. What is it that you wanted?
Do you have any string? Wir können auch von oben gehen, ja. Oh, we see a copper kettle on your stall. How much is it?
30 francs. Oh, das ist schon ein bisschen was, ne?
Lass erstmal, that's too much. 30 francs for kettle? That's far too much.
But this kettle is super fancy, see? Look at all them engravings, it's nice, it's stewed. Look at the handle. Look at the spout! With something like this, you can sip your tea while pretending to be a hoity-toity bourgeois.
Yes, that's very fancy. But still, that's more than we can afford. How does 20 francs sound?
I'm not bartering, monsieur. It's 34 or nothing.
Okay, dann müssen wir es wahrscheinlich nehmen. Alright, we'll take it. Here's your money.
And here's a kettle. Pleasure doing business with you, monsieur. Was there anything else?
Do you have any string? Do you have any string of fishing line?
Here we go. Nice long reel of strong thread. Looks to be 10 meters or so. Would that work?
I think so. How much?
15 francs.
That's a little steep. 15 francs for string? Come on, that's ridiculous.
It's no ordinary string, monsieur. It's the string with 1,000 uses. You could make a fishing rod. You could fix something that's broken. You could play cat's cradle. You could stitch some clothes with it. You could tie someone up.
Okay, you've both made your pitch. I take it. It sounds good to me. Here's your money, madame.
And here's your string. Pleasure doing business with you, monsieur.
Alter, 45 Franken. Wir haben gerade 50% unseres Geldes verloren.
Was there anything else?
We're done here. That's all, madame. Thanks for all your help.
Be sure to come back if you forgot anything, monsieur. Come back soon. Aber immerhin haben wir jetzt nur einen Tag gebraucht, um beides zu kriegen. Ich glaube, wir hätten vielleicht dem Fischer am Pont de Art irgendwie von seiner Fishing Rod was abkaufen können. Gehen wir zum Atelier?
Ja, können wir machen.
Come in. Ah, it's you two. Have you managed to gather the materials I need?
Yes, monsieur. The string and copper pot, exactly as described. Here you go.
What? What is this? A fancy kettle? It's made of copper, I suppose, but what an odd choice.
It was a little tricky to procure the necessary items, but with a bit of asking around, we managed to find suitable substitutes.
There's a generous store down the street that sells string and discounted copper pots and the like. I assume you would have gone shopping there. Well, no matter. Give me 1 minute and I'll finish assembling the device. Könntest du uns wenigstens wiedergeben, was du beim anderen Laden bezahlt hättest? Tada! May I proudly present to you Gustave Drove's magnificent Explorer Extractor Surgical Device. Trademark, patent pending. It looks like a pair of kitchen tongs hooked up to a steering pod.
Agreed, I wasn't expecting something so low tech and, well, bad.
Perhaps a demonstration is in order. 1 moment, if you please. Psst! Hagen! That thing looks like junk! This whole fetch quest has been a waste of our time.
I suspected that the man was delusional from the very start. It would explain why he was being treated by a mental health professional. There's nothing to be done though. Let's just sumo Gustav until we get an opportunity to leave. Get our losses.
What about my medical debt? Time for a demonstration. Get ready to have your stockings blown off, messieurs. So here we have one regular piece of meat. Imagine, if you will, that this is a soldier.
Oh, okay, that meat is a soldier.
An oddly shaped and potentially tasty soldier. And here we have a small piece of iron. Imagine, if you will, that this is a musket ball. So a soldier is wandering through a battlefield, not a care in the world, when all of a sudden, BAM! The person has been shot. The musket ball has been embedded in the man's flesh. I'm scared, Falcon. He slammed that metal into the meat like a madman. Quick, messieurs! You're a battlefield medic. The soldier's wounded, and you have precious little time. What do we do? Battlefield surgery.
Surgery. Yeah. Well, I'm no surgeon, but I think the most doctors would feel around for the muscle ball fragments and then carefully use a scalpel.
How archaic! How slow! How imprecise! Now I hear you wondering, Monsieur Drove, surely there must be a better way.
I wasn't.
Well, wonder no more! Behold, the Explorer Extractor! Watch as I power up the device, and then as I move the detector component over the meat.
Is that thing humming?
It is, monsieur. When the electromagnet component of the Explorer Extractor detects a piece of iron, the device vibrates and emits a soft hum.
I must say, I'm actually impressed, Monsieur. A device that can detect metal beneath flesh? That's innovative. I've never heard such a thing before.
Yeah, but why limited to battlefield surgery? You could repurpose that thing to be some sort of treasure hunting device. That would make you really rich. Hold your horses, messieurs, hold your horses. I'm not done yet. Oh, that's quick. You have only seen half of the device's capabilities. The exploration part. Now you can witness the second part. Extraction!
Did that thing just?
Yep. Sucked out that bullet like a pip from a grapefruit. Behold! The original piece of iron, removed swiftly and precisely from the flesh. So, what do you think? Pretty revolutionary, huh? I think that meat looks a lot less appetizing than before. It's practically exploded.
I have no idea what to think. Monsieur Trouve, you are a strange and mildly terrifying individual, but I cannot fault the innovation of your device. We'll shall pass it along to Dr. Fowlery and let him decide its worth. Well,
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm sure the good doctor will approve. I'm hungry. Let's pick up some steaks on the way back to the office.
let's not.
So, und wieder ein Tag draufgegangen. Und wir sind jetzt
Ich
schon wieder
würd's.
eine ganze Weile drin.
Ja.
Also machen wir beim nächsten Mal weiter an February 1st, Tuesday.